Hey everybody, Joel again, JARC02, and we are going to do What's in the Box 31. Although these are clear and you can see the contents pushed to the outside, and I'm hoping everybody's thinking it's kind of cool, especially Redline collectors, or, you know, if you have kids or grandkids and you want to know what we played with when we were kids, this is it. So this is what was available. So what I'm going to do now, and going forward with these What's in a Box series of videos, is it's going to be pretty much more of my Redlines accessories, because I've already gone through Redline sets and some other older stuff that's not from this era, but maybe from the 80s or the 90s. Okay, so this is the smallest box, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, yep, 4 more. And then what I have not done yet are my blister card boxes. So you see these down here, and they go all the way back there. They're twice the length of this one. So I got plenty of cards to show. Not cards, cars. Okay, but I think accessories are kind of cool to collect. So I'm going to stick this on the floor. Just kind of prop it up so I don't have to lean down that far. Some of these are open. Sorry about the finger. Some of these are open. I haven't. Some of these are actually still factory sealed. Okay. Here is. Oops. Sorry. This is an automatic lap counter. Still factory sealed. There's a bar down here, and the car would go push through that bar. You can kind of see it right there in the picture, and then it would count here. And this doesn't require batteries, and you want to zero it back out again, you would just hit these two dials here with the teeth. Okay, so you would just hook that onto your orange track. And this is copyright 1969. Okay, so automatic lap counter. And I have duplicates of some of this stuff. So as we go along in other boxes, you'll see duplicates. Here is a speedometer. They do have an electronic speedometer that was offered. Oh God, it was Workshop, Hot Wheels Workshop. They had an electronic speedometer. I haven't seen one recently. But I know you can get the electronic Workshop one on eBay for around $35, more or less, plus or minus shipping depending on the seller. But this is, again, not battery operated, and this is a single lane speedometer, so the car would go through. It actually goes through at a slant, the way the system works. It hits a trigger in there, and then it registers how fast the car is going on this dial. Now these do come with instructions. Again, this is factory sealed, but I do have some open ones, so we'll take a look at it. I don't know if this is an original price sticker, and if it is, $279 for this back in the day. I can't see what store that is. It's kind of faded. And this is also copyright 1969. And you see on both these pictures in the back, see the little boys having fun. I mean, these are boys' toys, but of course, girls, they're more than welcome to participate in a hobby. As a matter of fact, I've known little girls who love it. Okay, so this is, you know, we're talking 50 years ago already. So this was the mindset then. But what I really love in these pictures is the color, the graphics, and the fact that they're having so much fun, because this stuff was fun. It was fun making up your own tracks with accessories and getting several different track sets and then pulling them apart and making your own, using your own imagination. All right, this is the dual lane speedometer. All right, so we just take a look at the single lane. And this has Mighty Maverick on the picture, by the way. And here's the dual lane speedometer with peeping bomb and swinging wing. Okay. And again, this is from the Redline era. And let me point this out too. You can use this with all Hot Wheels and Sizzlers cars. So Sizzlers were the ones that you use a battery and a juice machine, and you charge up the battery in the car, and they run by themselves. So each car would go in, and there's a speedometer. It would set the trigger, and it would show you how fast. Let me go through the box, and we'll take a look at this separately in another video, the open stuff. It has a stock number. And again, this is open, but the box is in really good condition. It's a little worn here and there, but I think it would display well. Some of this stuff I did have on display in my house, but it was just taking up too much room. And I would really like to put it back on display, but I just didn't want the whole house Hot Wheels. Again, any of this open stuff, we'll take a look at it in another video. Here is another accessory. Doesn't require batteries. This is a dual lane lap counter. Somebody was trying to sell this for $2 at one point. I don't think the store did that. Okay, but this is factory sealed still. We had this single lane speedometer where the car would hit a bar and it would show you the number. Here, the car runs over this trigger, I guess, and it shows up the number here. Okay, and so the track connects to either end of this. There's two track pieces. So you have King Kuda, and this might be whatever the Cougar name is for the spoilers, but can't remember off the top of my head. Okay. So that is factory sealed. So we have 3 factory sealed items in here. This is a Collegeville costume in the original box. Very delicate, the box. These weren't made, you know, to last. It ripped here. Don't know if I did that by accident at some point. There's a copyright on the face mask. There is a full suit in there. I'll try and show that in another video. But there was a Hot Wheels costume. So this is fits child 45 inches to 50 inches tall. Okay, and called a medium. And you used to be able to go, and this is, you know, the box is very delicate here. So this has been used probably by a child at some point in the past. So let's set that out of the way. That is extremely delicate. So This one is open. This is a dueling rod runner. And the dueling rod runner, you use your own power to shift the cars, okay? And then you can adjust there's a rubber band in here that, you know, when you shift, it moves this paddle and it pushes the car out. And you can adjust the tension of the rubber band that moves this between this paddle and the shifter. So 2 kids could play with this, okay? And no batteries, just rubber bands, kid power. Hi. And it was my neighbor I was talking to. And again, 2 kids having fun playing. So this is copyright 1969. And we'll take a look at that in another video. I had this patch in there. This is from the Flying Colors era in the 70s. And you could send in, I forget how the deal worked. Anybody's got any Flying Colors car where they're offering the patches, you can read the instructions on the back. I don't have any in blister packs to take a look. But I heard someone say on a board, I think on Facebook, that these can be faked or counterfeited, I should say. But this is the genuine article, okay? And I sent away for this patch probably when I was in 5th grade. And I got it because I liked the 57 Chevy. Oldies but goodies. And that was that particular sub-series, I guess, that they had then. But this is genuine. Never worn, never stored in the sun or anything. So still clean. Pretty much it's still clean. It's got a little mark there, you know, but I've probably handled it more in the last 10 years than I did in the first 25 or 30 that I had it. Okay. And then this is a combination wall or shelf display where you can put your cars. Just a custom plastic workshop. I got this on eBay. This was never mine as a kid. All this stuff I got on eBay with the exception of the patch. That was something that was original to me that I had. Just a slight crack back there. Right there. You can fold these 2 pieces together and they form a triangle so that you can use it to prop up and stand. Okay, and it sits back at an angle so you can store your cars in there, or you could use these and put your stuff up on the wall. Now, I don't want to ruin this either, so let me put that back in there. This is interesting too. This was, I think I have a couple of these, but we'll find out as we go through. This box is in OK shape. It is a 2-way supercharger. 2-way supercharger in that is a double-decker attached. One car goes through the bottom, another can go through the top, and here's a handle to adjust the speed. That's what I like about these old superchargers, is you can adjust the speeds with the superchargers. The newer superchargers they're putting out now, it depends on what you get them with, but the single ones, like letter A in the accessories, are not adjustable, and I don't like that. I think they should be adjustable. Hot strip tracking curves. These are battery operated. These require D batteries. And this was actually a layout set. I think that was actually an entire track set you could get with that layout right there. Okay, now this was definitely a track set you could get, okay, but then you could end up buying a whole bunch of individual pieces, and then you would be able to make this set yourself. All right, because you have the trestles, the curves, and the straight pieces you could get. Okay, so you'd be able to make this yourself, but that is one big set. Okay, and then here's the speed shift control, and we will take a look at this in a separate video. Okay, and it's really dusty. Okay, but I think this kind of displays halfway decent. I think I did test it with batteries, and I think it does work. All right, thank you for checking this out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something. I'm trying to pass along knowledge that I know. I took the stuff out. If it was open, I took it out when I bought it and I looked at it. If it's not open, I left it factory sealed. In any event, I have more open and factory sealed stuff to come up, and when I know I have open automatic lap counters for the single, and we'll take a look at those when I come to it. So, don't panic. We will take a look at a real one. Also, same thing with speedometer and the dual lane lap counter and the dual lane speedometer. Okay, so we'll if it's open, we'll take a look at it. Okay. All right. If you would like to subscribe, please upper left corner. And also, when you notice, this is the picture that I'm using. Okay? So, I hope you, this is not this particular box, but that is the picture I'm using. Okay? So, please, if you haven't subscribed, upper left corner. Also, I'm going to have some links to some other videos that you may enjoy, both Redline and other stuff. And I hope you keep checking back. So please leave comments. Let me know what you think. Have questions. Please feel free to ask. If I can't get you an answer about something, there are other experts, both on Facebook and here on YouTube, that can answer. And also there is another YouTuber that does he actually hooks up this old stuff and actually runs it for the life of me. I can't remember his name right now, but when I find it, I'll leave it in the description. Okay, so thank you. Please have a good week, and I hope everyone does well, and take care.